Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do a news video. We're going to talk about NFL, NBA, wrestling, Nascar, college basketball. So let's get right into it quickly with the NFL, few NFL things. Lamar Jackson arrived for the Ravens' first day of their offseason workout. The Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, a no-show for previous offseason program. Off-season workout program, showed up for work today. I've never seen a QB be scrutinized by the media so much. Like, look at this and how this is worded and tell me there's no such thing as media bias. A previous no-show for a voluntary workout. He's a three-time All-Pro. He doesn't have to do this. It's just, who cares? I could care less who does an off-season workout, man. Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Dak Prescott, I could care less what quarterback does an off-season workout program. Buccaneers signed off veteran offensive tackle Justin Skull. The Chicago Bears will decide where to build their new stadium in the next few weeks, per league sources. If Illinois doesn't pass legislation for Arlington Heights soon, sources believe the Bears are likely to be Indiana-bound. Two proposed sites in Chicago are not considered feasible, per sources, next to Soldier Field for political reasons. And the land known as Michael Reese was evaluated and rejected by the NFL and the Bears. The Indiana Bears, man. Oh boy, can't wait for the Indiana Bears. ESPN sources, Giants All-Pro defensive tackle Dexter Lawrence has requested a trade and will not be participating in the team's off-season workout program that opens Tuesday. Lawrence and the Giants have been through two off-seasons attempting to negotiate a contract reflecting his value to the Giants for the last 3 years, but there's not been any progress per sources. He had a very not down season last year. He currently has 2 years remaining on his deal and is currently scheduled to make another $20 million this upcoming season. From what I think he's just trying to, request a trade and to try to get more money from ownership is what I'm thinking here. I just don't know if he's going to get it. But those are a few things here from Adam Schefter. The Ravens signed punter Luke Elzinga, Arizona corner Trayden Stucks, a nickel defender who can play safety, had visits this week with the Eagles, Falcons, and Panthers. Source said he's already visited with the Cowboys, Cardinals, Titans, and Rams. Vontae Maddox is back with the Detroit Lions. James Pierce is not expected to be in attendance for the team's voluntary offseason program when it begins tomorrow, sources say. No surprise he works through his legal issues. Come on. Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, who's already visited with the Titans and Giants, has to visit with the Bengals later today. The Giants are adding Lucas Patrick, a guard and center. Lucas Patrick to a 1-year deal. The NFL and the NFL Referees Association will resume negotiations this week on a new CBA to replace the one that expires this month, per sources. Brown's starting corner, Martin Emerson, who missed last season after tearing his Achilles, is on a visit with the Texans. Mansour Delane is visiting with the Dolphins on a top 30 visit tonight and tomorrow, then the Giants on Wednesday into Thursday. Haynes King has visits with the Panthers and Falcons. But I think that is it for the NFL from Rappaport and Schefter, so let's move on. So let's move on to NBA. So from Shams, after some stuff, two things. After consultation with Laker doctors and his own medical team, Luka Doncic will seek specialized medical treatment in Europe on his grade 2 left hamstring in an attempt to expedite his return to play, his agents told Shams and Mc10. They seen one game and said, "Fuck it, we injecting you with that compound V." I don't risk further injury, man. Don't rush it back. I feel like if he rushes hamstring back, something bad's gonna happen, man. Especially grade 2. The Chicago Bulls have dismissed Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations Arturas Karnisovas and General Manager Mark Eversley, sources tell ESPN. Surprised it took him this long overdue. He's built god-awful rosters, so many awful decisions. Took him years to do this, but they finally did it. They made one playoff appearance since then, since 2020. They went 224 and 254. I mean, absolute disaster, man. Let's move on to NBA Central. So Darvin Ham's name has been tied to the New Orleans Pelicans. Oh, God. The embarrassment of the Jay Nivey incident was reportedly the final straw for the Ryan's Dorts to fire the guys from Chicago. I don't know how true that is, but maybe it is. Giannis's goal is to play with his brothers before the season ends. Obviously, North Carolina is hiring Michael Malone. We'll talk about more of that at the college segment. But former NBA coach of the Denver Nuggets is going to North Carolina. I mean, Angel Reese got traded. Steph Curry returned last night, dropped 29 points in his return. Cooper Flagg dropped 45, 9, and 8. There's growing anticipation this could be Doc Rivers last year as head coach of the Bucks, and Taylor Jenkins is emerged as a potential candidate. Yeah, but that's all the little NBA things there. Let's move on to wrestling. So advertised for Monday Night Raw tonight, CM Punk will appear, Obafemi and Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins will open the show, Finn Balor versus Jay McDonough, Rio versus B-Fab and Meechin, and LA Knight versus Theory. I'm not gonna lie here, guys. I'm not really too interested in that card. I'm not gonna lie. No Roman, the shit looks so mid. WWE officially announced tomorrow which matches will take place on each night of WrestleMania, what match will be on night 1, what match will be on night 2. It takes place next weekend, and Pat McAfee, he says the internet wrestling community, IWC, are part of the problem with how the current product is. These IWC dipshits have no idea this is for the good of them. They have no idea what they've been missing. They have no idea what it's supposed to look like. Now we're changing. The IWC are not the biggest fans of what happened. They're pretty upset about it, but they are a part of the problem. They are the ones that said, yeah, this is what it's supposed to be. All this stuff. It's like, nah, let us show you what it's supposed to be. It's a very important, pivotal moment in the history of the business. Pat, stop. He has no idea what his own role in this feud is. He doesn't even know himself what he's wanting it to be. Gaslighting the IWC into thinking they're the ones responsible for WWE shitty booking. Nobody asked for Pat McAfee. Nobody in the IWC asked for Pat McAfee. And it's rare you get the IWC to agree, but I felt it's unanimously agree that nobody liked this. Shut the fuck up. Absolute retard. And then he says he said there would be part of the problem. I dead ass can't believe they're doing an IWC bad storyline, the main event of WrestleMania between Orton and Cody. Absolute shit. Say it Friday, I'll say it now. Praise the product and they brag about likes and social media views on TV. Criticize it and say you don't know what you're talking about, and they'll tell you to shut the fuck up and be a fan, and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They're saying, yeah, they do though, we don't listen to the internet, but a world title program is specifically mentioning cage match in the IWC. Burying your own product and the wrestling fans. WWE's product is bad and you fans on the internet don't know shit. Please buy tickets. Why are you not buying tickets? It's like, I can't, man. I think, what's his name? Kyle Fletcher, I think, has an injury. Sean Ross Sapp said he has, like, a knee injury, meniscus maybe, and other stuff, so hopefully he's better APP as soon as possible. But yeah, that's all the wrestling news, so let's move on here. So let's go over the entry list for this weekend at Bristol. So 37 entries for 36 spots in the truck race at Bristol. Stacked with possibly 7 cup drivers, 10 out in the 4, the 5 TBA, Kyle Busch in the 7, Chastain in the 45, Bell in the 62, Swerves in the 71 with 3rd Spire truck, Hocevar in the 77, Hyman in the 1, Luke Baldwin in the 2, Ferguson in the 25. Man, this looks like a pretty good field. For the O'Reilly race, 38 entries, Illich in the 1, Larson in the 88, and Bearden in the 42. 37 entries for the Cup race at Bristol, 66 Fincham in the open car. Allgaier will continue his sub role in the 48. Obviously, Christopher Bell's in the truck race. Chandler Smith got DQ'd at Rockingham, and Front Row Motorsports won appeal that DQ. Ricky Sam's pilot the Ford truck, and there's lawsuit news, the Legacy, Rick Ware lawsuit. The Bristol schedule Friday 3:30 on FS2 Truck P&Q, 7:30 on FS1 the Truck Race. Saturday 2 on the CW app O'Reilly P&Q, 4:30 on Prime Cup P&Q, 6:30 CW pre-race, 7:30 the O'Reilly race. Sunday 2 on FS1 NASCAR race day, and 3 on FS1 the Cup race at Bristol. Excuse me. Sheesh. So let's move on to college basketball to end it off here. So Kentucky forward Mohamed Diabate plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Go be great. Go be great, Mo. Go be great. Wish he'd come back. Wish he could have come back, but liked him in the end. Even though he's transferring, I hope he goes to a good team. North Carolina intends to hire former NBA coach Michael Malone as its next basketball head coach. I think it's a really good hire for North Carolina, if you ask me. I don't think this is people are like, oh, is this going to be Belichick 2.0? No, Mike Malone is really good. He's an NBA champion. This is an A+ hire, if you ask me. I think it'll be interesting to see how he handles NIL and the recruiting. But regardless, I think it's a grand slam hire. I did not see this coming. Great NBA coach. Let's see if he can figure it out in the college ranks. But I think he'll be able to, get a good staff. That can handle the recruiting. I did not expect this. Arkansas guard DJ Wagner plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Tennessee forward J.P. Estrella plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Northwestern guard Jane Reed plans to enter the transfer portal. Georgetown center Julius Halafona plans to enter the transfer portal. North Carolina Jonathan Powell plans to enter the transfer portal. Cincinnati wing Sean Abiv plans to enter the transfer portal, a 6'7" freshman. Florida center Micah Henlogton plans to enter the transfer portal. North Carolina guard Derek Dixon is entering the transfer portal. Alabama big man Aiden Sherrill is entering the transfer portal. Georgia guard Jordan Ross plans to enter the transfer portal. Kansas guard Marco Jackson is planning to enter the transfer portal as well. Vandy, Alabama, LSU, Syracuse, and more are quickly emerging as schools to watch for top portal players. Cal guard Day Ames plans to enter the transfer portal and test the NBA waters. Tennessee guard Bishop Boswell plans to enter the transfer portal. Gonzaga guard Braden Smith, he plans to enter the transfer portal. Ohio State guard Josiah Lake will return to Oregon State. Tulane guard Rowan Brumbaugh plans to enter the transfer portal and test the NBA draft process. So we talked about Mo Diabate, DJ Wagner, talked about J.P. Estrella. Utah guard Terrence Brown plans to enter the transfer portal. Texas Tech forward Lawan Watts is entering the transfer portal. NC State guard Matt Abel will enter the transfer portal and declare for the draft. Kansas forward Bryson Tiller plans to enter the transfer portal. Alabama forward Taylor Bowen plans to enter the transfer portal. Purdue guard Omer Mayer will return to the Boilermakers next season. And I believe that is it for all the college basketball news. Michael Malone going to North Carolina. A bunch of players entering the transfer portal today. There might be some more freshman players that might not have an opportunity who are probably transferring today, but that's really all the guys transferred today. A bunch of names here that are pretty knowledgeable for me. So, but yeah, that's all to say for this news video here, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Until next time, I'm out for a lot. Peace.